Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Silent Calls Tarot. I'm Nini, and I'm going to do an energy read for the collective. It's not for any specific sign, but it's for whoever is guided to these messages. All of my information for contacting me is available in the description box below. It'll be the link to my website as well as my email address, so you can have direct contact with me. Okay, so I have a lot of notes and different things that I've been receiving over the past few days, and y'all, it's been revealed, like revelation after revelation after revelation. So I'm gonna cleanse the energy and whatnot, and then we'll go into the notes that I have. And I have my own deck of cards that I made and whatnot, and we're going to use these if I'm guided to, but I was guided to grab this before I left, and we're going to see how all of this ties in for everyone or whatever. So Spirit, I allow you to use me as a vessel. Please help me to hear, speak, and see clearly. And I do thank you for this opportunity. I only allow in spirits, beings, ancestors, angels, guides, ascended masters that are for the highest good of the collective. Help us to raise the vibrational frequency of the collective. And I do thank you for this opportunity. I ask you to protect me as I'm in this energy, and let all the messages that need to be received clearly and be taken heed of. And I do thank you for this opportunity. Okay, let me see, y'all. Because I'm gonna page split that. Okay, now the song is actually playing in my head now, but they had me to write down the song Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish. I guess that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. Billie Eilish, when she's singing that Ocean Eyes, the intro or whatever. They had me to write Electric by Katy Perry, and they had me to write the verse where she says you've got the power now, and then they had me to write Divine Intervention. Okay, now from there they had me to write the signs Gemini, Aries, and Leo, but they had me to use this as a collective video, so maybe this is something that these specific signs may need, or this is a part of your chart or something, or maybe you need to watch further. They said take further intake into viewing videos that have Gemini, Aries, and Leo. Maybe they resonate more with you. But with these messages, they were first giving me the theme of the Shrek, the third movie, and how like, you know how it starts out with, what is his name, Prince Charming, and how he was performing as though he was king or whatnot, but it was like a play, and he wanted people to, you know, be happy and be excited that he was king and whatnot, but they didn't want him to be king. They were actually picking at him because he was imitating the king as like a form of, I would say, a form of comedy or entertainment. So they were giving me that. They had me to write fake savior of princes, doing anything to be king, want to take the throne. And that was a part in the movie where he went to like this bar thing where a lot of the, what were they called, like the forbidden, I guess, species, what were they, the fairy tale people of, you know, Shrek and whatnot, where they go and they have their partying and whatnot away from human people or normal people, so they can have, you know, a sense of peace away from people trying to off them because they look different or whatnot. But he was in there trying to convince them that they were supposed to be angry towards the king that was Fiona's dad and whatnot, but come to find out the dad was sick on like his deathbed, and he wanted Shrek and Fiona to be like in authority for them, taking the position for them as he was being taken care of, or he was in his process of healing, or his process of transformation and transmutation, you know, going from a different way of living to the next here. Now they had me to write Don't Stop Believing, and I think that's the song when it says don't stop believing. That's the song they had me to write. I don't know who it's by. They also had me to write Inheritance, Expansion, Special Babies, People Pleasing, Friends or Foes, Dark versus Light. And then they had me to write the Nicki Minaj song Still I Rise. Y'all have a lot of notes. A whole lot of notes. Okay, now I'm not gonna go into full detail about this dream that I had, but it's a part of the message, key details. Now I had a dream about someone, I would say someone wanted to apologize, but more so in the process of seeing that they were wrong and that they wronged you. But they had me to write the song No Me Queda Más by Selena, so maybe you need to listen to that song. Now they had me to write okay, they had me to write about another dream that I had. Now in the dream that I had, it was like I was shown my enemies, like a room full of enemies. You know that saying of what would you do if you were in a room full of your enemies. This was the astral travel that I experienced, and I experienced being in a room full of, I would say, unexpected enemies, people that I least likely expected to be like an enemy towards me here. But it was like in the dream, I was it's like I walked into the room that they were in, and it's like it was a gang of people that some I knew, some I really don't know, but I saw faces. And when I walked in, it's like they turned around, and you know when you catch someone doing something like that, shock on that face, that's how it was. But I felt the fear of me now knowing what's going on here. Okay. Okay, I wrote Katy Perry Wide Awake, and that goes to that knowing, goes with that knowing and realizing the truth, that truth reveal. That's what I wrote next, the truth reveal. And then they had me to write the song Castles in the Sky. I'm not sure who sings the song, but you can type it in, and I think like the icon for the video is more so similar like to my background here, the sky or whatever. But it was more so in the song, she was talking about why do we have to wait for why are all the castles in the sky. I remember her saying it, but what I was getting from the song, or how I was interpreting what she was saying, why are we waiting for, you know how they have the promises of the mansions and the heavenly and all the wealth and all the everything you could possibly want while you're here, having to die to go and get it, having to go from 3D instead of being able to have heaven on earth. That's what they were pretty much showing me, how like she was questioning, why can't she have heaven here, why can't she have her riches here, and why can't they be here now, why does she have to wait to get to these castles in the sky, and why are there's so many in the sky and not many here. So okay, I wrote I got my wings. Okay, now I was in this form of meditation. I was meditating, and you know how when you're in a meditation, well, with me in a meditation, I picture things and I get like different auric fields. And in this meditation, I was able to see like myself, but in me viewing myself, I wasn't viewing myself how I'm physically shown here. I was draped in like a purple dress, but I had wings, and as I was in this meditation, I could feel the wings like flapping. Now I know I've been looking into the process of ascension and different things, and you know the butterfly effect and you getting your wings, the angel thing, the elevation and initiation. I've been looking a lot into that and doing a lot of studying and you know all of that. But I was seeing how they talk about they talk a lot about how you experience like physical pains or physical like pressure points, things that you ache and different things when you're going through a process of ascension. But I was looking into wings and getting your wings. You know how they say you get to a level or you get to a place in life where you can spread your wings and fly, instead of just not acknowledging or not knowing that you have wings to fly, like freeing a bird from the cage bird being free. Now they had me to write a purple winged woman dancing. That's what I saw. The wings were purple as well, and they were flapping, and I could feel it. But it was crazy because I never experienced anything like that. Now they had me to write soar heaven, seeing earth through the veil. Okay, now they had me to write I was watching like a preview of the Star Trek, I think that's like 5 or 6, The Voyage Home, and they had me to write coming back home, and then they had me to write master 33, 11, and 12. So I know I hear a lot about master numbers and like that being a part of your life path and purpose and different things. So I went into looking into the, you know, what it means and what they symbolize. So with master number 33, I wrote it's one of the most spiritually inclined numbers. It's a symbol of the master teacher initiation. It's a combination of 11 and 22. It's a powerful one in terms of the experiences, dreams, and intuitions that it can reveal. Divine status, that's what they have me to write. Spiritual giving, well, this is what it symbolizes. Divine status, spiritual giving, massive spiritual comfort to all those around them. They had me to write the 33 years of the first temple of Solomon, how it correlates with like different main broadcasted events, like special times in history that are known here, legacy type things, empire type things that you remember. Now they had me to write the 33 segments of the spine, you know, like your vertebrae and all of that, going up the kundalini. That's what I was getting from that. And then they had me to write kundalini, the chakras, and like the Jesus lifespan. You know how they say Jesus lived for 33 years. Okay, they had me to write farmland, White House, red dingy truck. And then they had me to write Ganesha and elephant spirit guide, tiger eye, that's like a crystal, lion spirit guide. And then they had me to write the song Roar by Katy Perry. Okay, now this is a hagstone that I got recently, y'all. When I got this thing, I went private. I can't spell with the right foot. Private. So I made, because from what I've experienced, and I would say from as a review for me receiving this and how it affects my energy in a better way, a positive way, it helps to raise my vibration. I think I'm going to add it to my website as a product that you all will be able to purchase, you know, to enjoy it as well, because yeah, it does work wonders. Now, okay, so about the hagstones. Now the hagstone is for setting intentions. It can protect you from negative and unwanted energies. It helps you to see entities clearly. Now I know with my research they say that if you look through here like with your eye, you're able to see like other world like entities. Now I've looked through it, but I was kind of scared of what I might see, so I would say I didn't really see anything just yet, because I want to go into it with that sense of not fearing what I see, but being in an expectancy of the truth being revealed and everything being clear here. Okay, now they had me to write the master number 11. This is what it symbolizes in different things. So I wrote jack of all trades, as above. It's inspiring, artistic, spiritual, understanding the mystical and the metaphysical, psychic master, master among men, intuitive, sensitive, empathic, finds higher purpose and meaning of life, dreams big. And these are the teachers, artists, philosophers, performers, and what did I write? Musicians, like the people that are on the forefront here. Okay, they had me to write, this is where I wrote that Ocean Eyes Billie Eilish again. And they had me to write the fear in their eyes. Now, this is where they were taking me back to the dream that I had and how I was able to see and sense this fear that they had, like with me seeing what they were doing, because they were connecting me back to dreams that I've had in, well, I would say previous years that I kind of was like, it really doesn't make sense, so I'm just gonna brush it off. I'll write it down, and if it comes back to me, I'll look further into it. But they connected the dots here. Okay, now Billie Eilish, When the Party's Over, that's the song they had me to write. And they had me to also write Your Power by Billie Eilish. Whoever it is, they love Billie Eilish. Now they had me to write Realizing the Truth and Look Like the Lucy movie. Now that's from the When the Party's Over. I was watching the video, and they kind of say it's like a dark theme type thing with what she was doing, but I felt more into it. I interpreted differently. And how I saw her as she was like, she was going through a phase in which she was realizing what she could see, and realizing that she couldn't unsee what she saw. So not being able to not see the truth when you've already seen the truth be revealed to you here. And it's like in the movie Lucy, how she transforms into this infinite being, this all-knowing thing, being one with the universe, being one with everything. This is what I saw her going into here. But okay, they had me to write, I know you didn't choose your power. I know you didn't choose your power. That was a verse from the Your Power song by Billie Eilish, so maybe you need to listen to this. And she was also saying in that song that try not to abuse your power. I know you didn't choose your power. I know you didn't choose your power. Don't want to misuse your power. Cleanse. That's what they had me to write. Cleanse. Okay. Now they had me to write seeing the snakes that's been hiding in the grass. And they had me to write the song Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish. And it kind of, in that song, she kind of talks about her realizing, well, her acknowledging, I wouldn't say acknowledging, her knowing the truth, but her not hiding that she knows the truth here, and being in this manner of saying, this is why I don't fuck with you, and you know why I don't fuck with you. Okay. They had me to write the master number 12, and in depth I went into, different interpretations of what it symbolizes. I wrote charismatic, versatile, self-reliant, prosperous, that may be a word, professional, fun lover, good singer. And in tarot it symbolizes the Pisces or the Hangman. Now it symbolizes completed cycles of experience and learning of the possibility of the regeneration towards a higher consciousness, like experiencing different things and seeing how you can elevate from experiences and lessons that you've learned, instead of being stuck in a stagnancy type thing here. Complacent. They had me to write that word. I put it in my phone, but complacent. Develop souls who gather in unusual inner strength through many and varied lifetimes. Letting go of old is something that they struggle with, but it's something that they are put, like, a purpose that they're, I would say an ability that they have. They have the ability to let go of old things here. Like a teacher of letting go of old things here. They had me to write reverse negative thoughts to overcome. This is something that you have to do to be able to overcome experiences in your life that you may feel like dragged you down. You have to learn how to transmute, like reprogramming, knowing how to program the subconscious, the psyche, the emotional instabilities, learning how to reprogram things that I would say that are trauma filled, that you have, I would say, become a member. They said a member of victim mentality towards. Okay, and that goes into what I wrote here, that for you not to harm you. They had me to write for you not to harm you, and they had me to write it works for you but not against you. And then they also had me to go to the Mark chapter 9 verse 40, and it says, for he that is not against us is on our part. And they had me to write territory and scent. I have a lot of notes. I'm gonna be out of breath after this. Okay, they had me to go into, like, when I found that verse, they had me to actually read Mark chapter 9. Now, from what I was getting from the story, it was about, the parable, it was about how Jesus took two men up to the mountains, and he was telling them different things, giving them knowledge, dropping knowledge on them, and showing them that he could perform, I would say, certain tasks, and showing them pretty much that he was the Son of God, the Son of Man, and that he was letting them in on, like, I would say a prophecy or a premonition that he was in knowledge of, or in custody of. And it was about him rising from the dead and him being recognized as the Son of Man. And they were questioning why he was telling them this. Like, you know how somebody tell you, I'm gonna rise from the dead, I'm gonna die in a few days, but y'all don't worry, I'm gonna be back, I'm gonna rise up, and I'm gonna rise up to the heavens, I'm gonna be recognized as the Son of Man. And people looking at you like, bro, when you die, you die. And so this is what they were questioning. So they had me to write, the scribes of Elias must come first. And this was a part of the prophecy or the premonition that he was giving information about. He was telling them what was going to come before this, the rise of the dead here. And it was the scribes of Elias that would come first, and they would come to restore all things, and they would go through trials for gain of wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And they would be you would know them because they would be written in the prophecy. You would, when the prophecy was, I would say, spread about, you would start to acknowledge these people because they were a part of what was prophesied. They were the ones that were going through trials to gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not other things. They were looking for the things that money cannot buy, food for the soul. Now they had me to write the story of the deaf and dumb spirit. Now there was a man, this is like the miracles that he was performing as he was going through the town to go to the place in which he was going to be killed and whatnot. But they were talking about how this man wanted his, I think it was a man that wanted his son healed. Someone needed healing from being I would say deaf and what they consider as being dumb, and he was healed from it. And this spirit was casted out in front of these people, and he was, when this spirit or whatever was casted out of him, he seemed to be dead, but he rose. And that was a part of that prophecy as well, that rising from the dead, that they would see someone rise from the dead, someone that they expected to be dead would rise here. And okay, they were having to write, Jesus was going through places performing healings and asking that no one told what they saw. Now when he was performing these miracles and different things, he performed them for the people, but he kept like expressing, don't tell nobody, y'all just keep this on the hush, this was only for your eyes. But you know, you have this knowing that people can't hold like secrets. Some people can't just hold secrets, they have to tell someone. And this is what was going on. And he foresaw his death and his rebirth process. That was the rising of the dead here. Now this is more into chapter 9 of Mark here, and they had me to write verse 37. Whosoever shall receive one of such children in my name receiveth me, and whosoever shall receive me receiveth not me, but him that sent me. Now when they had me to go into this, they were more so showing me about those chosen people, those people that were chosen to gain the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not to seek after the physical things, but the things, the things that money can't buy, the things that people can't give you, the things that only your intuition can give you, and you seeking and you'll find. But that being able to acknowledge those people, and when they come out to, I would say, come out to express or to be these teachers, these people that are in the forefront. They said the 444, what are that, the 44,000, I think I wrote about that though, I don't know the exact number now, but those people that are to awaken, it's like the people that are on the forefront for the awakening here, the teachers of the awakening, the teachers of how to awaken, the teachers of this shift, and the teachers of energetic work here. That's what they're saying, how to shift energy. Okay, the sent, not the called, that like the sent people, and not the people that call themselves here. Now they had me to write, and whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged by his neck and he were cast into the sea. So it's like those people you don't fuck with here, the chosen, those called, those sent here, those highly protected. Now when I looked into that, they had me to write my product, one of my products, my elixirs, the eye for an eye. Now I wear this product a lot myself because I have to keep my protection, amped up energy wise, and it helps with protection from, evil eye, and I would say negative entities and negative energies that you don't want to pretty much latch onto you. It dispels them because of that an ingredient that makes people not want to come around you if they yeah, if they're not right, they don't like the scent. Okay, they have me to write, but it's available on my website, linked in the description box below. Thank you. Okay, they have me to write Kundalini energy and Proverbs 3. That's where it speaks about the Kundalini energy in the Bible. Yeah, people, yeah. But that's where you can read about it at Kundalini energy, Proverbs chapter 3. They had me to write the Mayat laws 40, the 40 laws of Maya, and they had me to write about navels being portals to enter realms here, and how to protect your sacral, solar, and root chakra, your fields in which you ground yourself in order to be able to elevate into higher realms. You have to first start in alignment with these here in order to build on solid foundations here. But how to protect yourself energy wise with your navel. Now, navel, my baby says navel. Navel, but I apply this product and a lot of my oils and elixirs to my navel, like inside of it, but that's a way of protecting that area and your, I would say, the energy that comes with your sacral, solar, and root chakras. Okay, they have me to write process of balancing, giving, and receiving. Then they have me to write correction, and it takes humility, humbleness, patience, integrity, morals, values, and discipline. They have me to write pursuit of happiness, wisdom, and understanding, better, which will equal wealth, knowledge, true wisdom came first for foundations of the earth. Understanding came to establish the heavens, and the knowledge is to, well, I went into the etymology of what knowledge is, and it's to decipher, discern, and to see clearly. It's so peaceful out here. I'm just noticing like the surroundings. They had me to write life into the soul and grace upon neck, snake, Kundalini rising after. Okay, they had me to write life into the soul, grace upon neck, and this is a part they were having me to write about the Kundalini energy and the process of the Kundalini rising and what to expect with it. Now, this is the after effects here. They had me to write, you shall be able to walk safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. This is all in the Bible here, Proverbs 3. And yeah, Proverbs 3, this is where I got it from. They had me to write no fear of wicked when it forms. This is an ability of you, well, this is I would say an after effect of you having your Kundalini to rise, to be able to know. Now, they had me to write no fear of wicked when it forms. You treat others and self right, or in a righteous manner, a pure, honest manner, and a manner in which you are acting or vibrating on a level of unconditional love. They had me to write secret with the righteous, and you are able to get hidden knowledge, and you know how to delve within the Akashic records, like having access, and these are considered the just. Okay, they have me to write Proverbs 3 verse 35, and this says, the wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. And from that, they had me to write, grace and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And I know that comes from Psalm 23, when it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. But on here they had me to write grace and mercy. Okay, they had me to write a protection bath to heal your power, to gain healing power, to protect your healing powers or your abilities, taking a protection bath. Now when I wrote this, they had me to go into baptism, and that's a symbol of like spiritual baths as well. They had me to go into the etymology of baptism, and baptism is the sprinkling of water on the forehead, the immersion of or in water. It's purification or regeneration and admission to the Christian church, and it's a process in which some people get their names here. And they had me to write seeing all. They had me to write baptize, and baptize is to immerse, dip in water, be over one's head, to be soaked in wine or just soaked, to steep, to dye, to like dye your hair, dye, color, sink. I gotta observe our surroundings still. Okay, they had me, while I was doing this writing here, they had me to, well, all of these writings, I was listening to 432 hertz plus 528 hertz, and it's to remove subconscious blockages. They had me to write, well, I clocked the time at 11:29, and I know that's 11:11. They had me to write 11:01, 11:11, and 11:10. I know it's like a trailer park, I don't know. Okay, they had me to write blockages and what it symbolizes, but they had me to write blockages. Well, this is what this hertz does. They had me to write it removes blockages that are impeding movement and or passage. It's to clear barrier, build against, stop, bar, hinder, and remove. But these are the etymology or the symbolism of what blockages is, or what a blockage means here. Okay, they had me to write casting spells and ish, lioness, red dress, and then they had me to go into Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess of the sun, war, destruction, plagues, and healing. She's one of the oldest deities and one of the most powerful. Her husband is Ptah. I think that's how you say it. Ptah, and he is the god of creation and wisdom, and he's the son of Nefertum, and that's the god of Nefertum. Y'all don't me and my words. Nefertum. He's the god of the sunrise, and Sekhmet is the daughter of Nut, and he's the god of sky and Geb, the earth here. And they had me to write Sekhmet and all the different ways in which it's spelled and different things here in different languages and whatnot. And they had me to write that her name symbolizes the powerful one. And different things, like different, I would say different colors and different things. That's crazy because I wore this red hair. Lioness, like the lion, the female lion, and red dress here. Now, okay, now they showed me, because how I was saying my dreams were connecting from years ago, but connecting now, being able to see everything clearly now. They showed me some magic that was done on me recently, and I know I've been fighting it off and I've been protected from it, but I was questioning, and I had asked about, what it is and what it ain't and all that, but it was revealed to me clearly. So reverse. But they were showing me how that connecting of the dots was taking place over time, but over time me having to gain wisdom, knowledge, understanding, like experience and lessons to be able to know how to heal myself and to teach others how to heal themselves and to heal others and different things. But being able to gain knowledge and experience and wisdom in order to help, rather than go into a state of being stuck in that process of not healing or wanting to hold that healing to myself only, being selfish here. Now they had me to write healing has taken place. They showed me how everything was connected. Connect the dots. Truths revealed. They had me to write the grand rising, return of the gods, and royal. And this is going to be the name of the reading. Hopefully I remember to name it this. But I'm going to see if we may need to pull some tarot cards. These are my own tarot cards here, Ahanu LLC. But yeah, we're gonna see what they want to show us. So these may be like just advice cards or cards to help further guide you into your own sense of peace here. Can you please show us what we need to see? And I do thank you for this opportunity. Okay, we have the calm in the storm card, and this card has like a tornado going on here, like a big storm, but there's a silver lining here. Well, I wrote it on here, but there's a silver lining in this storm, within this storm. And I wrote silver lining is a positive outcome or aspect of a bad situation, like being able to see the bigger picture, being able to see why things had to happen the way that they had to happen, and seeing what was gained throughout the experiences or the trials and the tribulations, how it helped you to level up instead of diminishing in character, diminishing in your humility, diminishing energy wise, diminishing in who you are, but helping you to actually wake up, realizing what was done to you was not, well, what was done to you was intended for your harm, but it was reversed to be able to help you rather than hinder you, and it was reversed back to hinder those that wanted to hinder you here. So like realizing that even though a storm is going on around you, or that a storm may be approaching, or that you've experienced a storm, realizing that you made it out, that there was peace in this storm, that what they thought was going to happen to you did not happen to you, that wish of death, it did not prosper, that it formed but it would not prosper. Where they had me to write about when the people have the Kundalini awakening has taken place, how these people shall walk safely and thy foot shall not stumble. No fear of wicked when it forms. Treat others and self right and pure, honest, and how to interact and to mingle, and how to embody unconditional love, but knowing how to dive deep into healing and going within your Akashic records, because in order to heal, you have to be able to have access to going into the deeper realms, that rabbit hole that people don't want to go into to heal themselves here. But being able to go into that storm and know that there's a peace surrounding you within the storm, knowing that you are protected in the storm, and knowing that you've made it, you're going to make it out, or that you've made it out of the storm here with this gift here. You deserve it. That's what this card says. So endless possibilities, endless things that are coming to you because of the way that they said the way that you humbled yourself, and the meek, they said the meek here, but the way that you humbled yourself against, they said rivalry. Okay, this is my fuck out of here card. Now this fuck out of here card y'all ain't try to do that, but that's what it's showing. It teaches you to pay attention here, but to say fuck out of here to the bullshit, but taking yourself on this boat, being able to be in the energy of ebb and flow, seeing how this boat is not rocking or anything, it's on a solid foundation, the surface of the water, and it's able to prosper and continue because it's protected by the no fucks that are given here. And this is an ability that you have, they're saying this is an ability that you have received, that you have tapped into, how to give less fucks about energy here, energy that is projected to you or upon you. So I'm going to leave this here. This is for the collective. I think those signs were Gemini, Leo, Aries, but it's for the collective. I do thank you all for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you feel led to do. Please visit my website. Everything is available in the description box below. Let spirit guide you with these messages, and remember, you are beautiful no matter what people have said, no matter how you view yourself. You need to recognize you are beautiful in every way possible. I thank you all for visiting. Bye.